This pitching matchup. Kevin Gossman, we heard Bill talk about him. Big velo, still trying to find a breaking ball. Nasasha Iwakuma 3-2. Still winless, 0-2 in 3 starts against the Orioles. And his offense takes a little blow, kind of a big blow today with Nelson Cruz being out. Remember, he homered last night, his major league leading 34th, and then leaves the game with neck spasms. He wanted to play today, but the skipper holding him out. He feels much better, and we're hoping he's in the lineup on Friday. But no Nelson Cruz today. But they got it done last night without him, right? Take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the game, and there it was. 10th inning, Austin Jackson. First pitch. Driving in Logan Morrison. The Mariners win it 6-5 and 10. Now 9-9 in extras, the most extra inning games in the big leagues. All right, and Felix, I just love him kicking Goody for no reason. All right, so after the night game, day game today, Bob Christopherson and the crew out early, chalking the lines, getting the batter's boxes all nice and neat and pretty, making sure everything is straight, looking good. Roof's coming off, the sun is out. We've got baseball, Mariners, Orioles coming up next right here on Root Sports.
As we scan the skies here at Safeco Field, things have brightened up quite well here in the last few minutes. But not too long ago, we had some interesting looks. We had rain here at Safeco Field. And we had some heavy rain and a lightning strike. There it is on the upper right-hand corner. But since that time, they pulled the roof back, and we're ready for baseball. Good to have you with us here for Mariner Baseball from Safeco Field in Seattle. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew. Let's take a look at the Orioles batting order that will face Nasasha Iwakuma.
For manager Buck Showalter leading off Manny Machado with his 24 home runs in his para. Jones and Davis have each homered in the first 2 games of this series. Davis having a great series, 4 for 8 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Paredes, the DH. Scope and Flaherty getting his first start. He will bat 7th playing shortstop. Joseph and Lowe round out the 9 for Baltimore. For Iwakuma on the year, 3-2 record, a 4.41 ERA, 51 strikeouts, only 9 walks, and 63 in the third. Big key for him. He has given up 12 home runs this year. Opponents hitting .252. And a look at the defense brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller getting the start in left field. Trumbo is over at first base. Marte at shortstop, and Sucre will do the catching.
Here we go, first pitch of the ball game. And it's in there for strike one to Manny Machado. Crew chief Jeff Nelson breaking out balls and strikes today. Laz Diaz at first, Chris Guccione at second, and Corey Blazer at third. One to Machado.
Dave, were you able to sleep fast?
I did.
So did I. Hopefully the guys were able to too. Extra innings last night, right back with the day game.
Ranging over to get it is Brad Miller. Makes the catch.
Brad really getting a lot of work in the outfield as of late. Line drive pulled him just a little bit. Had to reach up for it. Makes the play. Saw him working out a couple of days ago in center field. Andy Van Slyke putting him through the paces. There's a look at Andy putting in a lot of work with Brad Miller and Marte in the outfield.
Brad in his sixth start in left field. He's started one game in center field. There's Gerardo Parra, acquired from Milwaukee at the trade deadline. Terrific throwing arm for this youngster. 2 Gold Gloves as a left fielder and as a right fielder. Fourth career start for Kuma against the Birds.
Seeing Brad make that catch in left field was interesting. When he was first going into the outfield, I asked Andy about it, what he was working on, he was trying to do. Andy just kind of smiled and said, hey, he's a good athlete. He can cover ground. He's been catching fly balls his entire life. He's just a little bit further away from the action now. He'll be fine.
Brad always reminds me it's a longer run out there. Easy play, Trumbo, 2 outs. Well, some great action out in the pen today, and everybody wearing their Mariner gear. Good stuff, and even an old Richie Sexton shirt.
Crowded out there today.
Yeah. Good midday gathering. One of the most popular places in Seattle. Here's Adam Jones. Jonesy with a 2-run homer last night in the 8th. Mariners had a 5-2 lead till the 8th inning. Jonesy had a 2-run homer, and Davis followed immediately to tie it up with a home run.
And you can see 3 extra base hits in the series. A couple of home runs and a double.
Kuma gets a high strike. Ooh, Kuma's had the advantage to this point. Kuma way out front here, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Souvenir time for those folks. Kuma coming off a win against Texas. Start before that, left after 8 2/3. A 1-1 game at Minnesota. Got a no decision in that one. Pitched well. There's the 0-2. Yeah, you're talking about fast asleep. You're so buzzed coming off a game, and you're trying to wind down. And I look up, it was 1:10. Dude, you got to go to bed.
Yeah. Think about how the guys were after that win last night. And somebody like Austin Jackson, who ended up getting the base hit to win the ball game, takes a little bit of time to unwind.
And Kuma, he certainly got his rest. Got Jones swinging a pitch high and away. An 11-pitch first inning, a fine start. Mariners coming to bat. Good to have these youngsters here to join us on this matinee at Safeco Field under brightening skies. As the Mariners trying to win a series here, let's take a look at their batting order that will face right-hander Kevin Gausman.
This afternoon's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Marte going to lead things off, and then it's Seager. Franklin Goodyear is the DH. He will bat third. So Cruz getting the afternoon off, and it's Cano Smith. Austin Jackson, game-winning base hit last night with the bases loaded down the right field line. Batting sixth, Trumbo Miller and Sucre round out the nine for the Mariners. For Gausman on the year, 2-3 record, a 4.56 ERA, only 53 and a third for him. 44 strikeouts, 14 walks, opponents hitting .248. He has given up 7 home runs and 53 and a third. American Family Insurance. Defensive setup for the Orioles. Lowe getting the start in left field. Jones in center. Parra out and right. Machado third base with Flaherty and Scope playing up the middle. Davis at first, and Joseph will do the catching.
Here's Marte. Next on his checklist, Mike. Looking for that first extra base hit. He's got the first hit. He's got an RBI. Extra base hit. Still on his list. The youngster.
I'll give you another one that I want to see. I want to see him bunt for a base hit, too.
Take one down the first baseline as he's hitting left-handed, right?
Either way he wants to go. I just want to see that being part of his game. I was talking to Lloyd McClendon about it, and he said that's something he wants him to work on this winter. You see him practicing it, but he needs to take it into the game.
Need the confidence of getting that first one down, right?
Well, and I think this is something that you'll certainly appreciate, and something that Lloyd was talking to me about, because he has tried a couple of times fouling some pitches off. But he mentioned Rod Carew. Sure. And Brett Butler.
Yeah.
And he said if you watch them bunt when they're bunting for a base hit, they're not running and trying to bunt. They square around, they drop the ball down, and then they run. And he said that he's trying to run and bunt at the same time. And that's something that they want him to work on.
See a lot of guys do that.
Yeah, you do in today's game.
Yeah.
And I played with Brett Butler, obviously watched Rod Carew, and they're absolutely right. Brett Butler used to go down to the cages and bunt all the time off the machine. And he basically was trying to get the ball to stop in a circle the size of a hula hoop, and he felt that if he was able to get it there, that he was going to beat it out for a base hit more times than not.
The outfield, they are practically breathing down Marte's neck. They are so shallow. Look at that.
Well, line drive into right center field. Watch him run.
2-2 pitch. Full count. Boy, look at David Lowe. He is really up close. 3-2 pitch. Well, as the leadoff man is doing the job done, running up this pitch count early on.
Yeah, 8 pitches so far in this at bat. If you watch Gausman today, he's basically a fastball split pitcher. He will mix in an occasional slider and changeup, but mostly it's going to be a lot of fastballs and a good fastball, and he's averaging 95 miles an hour.
Another foul off.
Last 2 fastballs at the top of the strike zone. So this year he's been right around 73% fastballs. If you take a look at Edgar Martinez, hitting coach for the Mariners.
Three and 2 one more time. And this time Joseph holds on to the foul tip. One down.
Well, he just stayed with the fastball. This last one on the outside corner. As you look at our Alaska Airlines Super Bowl and the swing by Marte. Looked as if he was on time, but ended up swinging underneath the fastball.
Seager 263 with 16 homers, 45 runs batted in. Second on the club in home runs to Nelson Cruz, out with a sore neck. Seager today getting off, possibly available for pinch hitting duties, and tomorrow's day off. He'll be ready to go when we get to Boston.
I think that as far as Cruz goes, Lloyd McClendon would rather see the club score a bunch of runs and give him today and tomorrow an off day and not have to use him. But he is available if they need him.
And the other thing on Lloyd's wish list, hey, Mr. Iwakuma, give me 8. That's the perfect run. Give me 8. Gausman 24 years old, born and still lives in Centennial, Colorado. Third season with the Orioles. Had a no decision against the Mariners here at Safeco Field last July 25th. That's going to be extra bases for Mr. Seager as he breaks in 0 for 6. Tracking it down is Parra. Gets it back in. 1-out double for the Mariners for Kyle's 26th double. Cano leads the ball club with 27.
Well, after a couple of fastballs, he throws the off-speed pitch. That's the split. 85 miles an hour, left it up out over the plate. Kyle out in front of it a little bit, but able to barrel it up and hit it down into the corner.
There you go, your doubles leaders among the Mariners. Run scoring opportunity for Goody. DHing today.
Since joining the club, Franklin has really been productive. You can see his average at 306, 5 home runs in 28 games.
Like some of the moments that he's had, the 10th inning walk-off homer against Toronto on the 26th of July, and right before that, the pinch hit grand slam at Detroit.
A couple of big hits for the Mariners. And you can see Gausman right away, the first pitch fastball to Goodyear is his best so far at 97 miles an hour. So with Seager getting into scoring position, he's turned it up a notch.
No Cruz today. Neck issues, so he'll sit this one out. Gutierrez here in the 3-hole. 0-2. McClendon talking about his bullpen. How's your bullpen? Actually, it's in pretty good shape, so that's good news.
I was talking to him about it yesterday, and he was really happy with what Rasmussen and Whitebay had done in the first game of the series, giving him 4 strong innings as Gutierrez goes down. So that certainly helped the guys out in the pen.
Sure enough. Second baseman, number 22. 2 outs. Goody strikes out of 3 pitches. The guy that we miss, Mr. Cruz, longest hitting streak of his career, tied for the longest streak in the big leagues this year, and the longest Mariners hitting streak since Ichiro in 2009. What a year. 3rd in hitting in the American League. 1st in home runs. 1st in total bases. 1st in hits. 1st in slugging. That's how good this guy's been. There's Robinson Cano trying to pick up a run here in the 1st inning. Pretty good timing on that pickoff attempt.
Talking about Cruz and his hitting streak as far as the Mariners go, is tied for 5th at 21 games. So next up will be the 4th. That'll be Ichiro at 23 games. Again, hopefully he'll get the day off and continue his hitting streak on Friday in Boston.
You want to make sure you're there for BP at Fenway Park, right?
You might want to bring a lot of extra baseballs with you. Because he's going to clear the net and everything out there in left field.
Yeah, Lansdowne Street's not a good place. And you may want to put up a screen. I-90's not too far beyond the wall.
Between him and Trumbo and Zunino, they're going to pepper I-90.
If you want to jump on I-90 right now, we'll see you in a couple of days. Take you right to the ballpark in Boston. Want to know to Cano. Probably 4 for 6 against Gausman.
Since July 1st, Robinson Cano hitting .331. 8 doubles, a triple, 8 home runs, and 26 RBIs.
small piece of it.
Well, we talked about Gausman and his fastball. He has a good one again, averaging 95. So he's going to hit 97 a number of times, and has already hit 97 twice here in this at bat. Cano.
Two outs and a 1-2 pitch. Runner at second. Boy, good hitter. Real good hitter. Strikes out the side. Strand Seager at second. No score. Here at Safeco Field. Ending here at Safeco Field to take home a truly unique souvenir from your next visit here to Safeco Field when you stop by the Game Used and Autograph store located on the main concourse. Check out authentic game used bats, baseballs, jerseys, and more. Bunch of great looking families here at the ballpark today. Little leaguers come prepared with their gloves. Why not? Leading off is Chris Davis. 31 homers. 83 runs batted in. One of the stories about him this year, he has been handling the fastball. Big part of his success this season. Look at the series he's had.
Hit a big home run late in yesterday's game. Against Iwakuma, he's 3 for 8. And yes, one of those hits, a home run.
Strained left oblique early last year, and then PED issue cost him some games at the back end of the season. He's healthy this year. Going to be a free agent at the end of the season. And the Orioles can't lose Cruz and Davis in back-to-back years, can they?
You would think so. You would think that they made a decision on Cruz because they knew that Davis, as the time was going to come up and become a free agent. So you would think they would take care of that end of it.
Brett Miller with the catch from that. We'll bring up the DH, Jimmy Paredes. It's like a gathering of a couple of different outfits, a couple of clubs or something. Our Action News reporters will be on the scene. There's Jimmy Paredes, DHing today. Brady's a switch hitter. Big man, about 6'3". Seager makes it look easy. 2 down. They go Glover with a nice play. I'll bring up Jonathan Scope.
Talked a lot about Kyle over the last couple of years in his defense. Starts with his feet, and even on that play, even though he's playing in, even with the bag at third, still takes a step in to get the short hop, making it an easier play for him. Plenty of time to throw the ball across the diamond.
Scope, one of your bigger second basemen that we have in the game. 6'1", 195. A nice year. 302 with 8 homers, 22 runs batted in.
And that's in 126 at bats, the 8 home runs. So he's been a hot hitter for them lately. Had a couple of RBIs in last night's game.
Scope 209 hitter last year, 137 games, 16 homers and 45 runs batted in. Broken bat liner. Trumbo's got it. Kuma 6 up, 6 down. Coming up for the Mariners. As Kuma leaves after throwing 9 pitches in the second inning. It'll be Seth Smith, Austin Jackson, and Mike Trumbo. No scores. We go to the bottom of the second inning here at Safeco Field. The rubber match of this series with the Orioles. CenturyLink, what's next? We go to Boston. Take on the Red Sox. Mike Montgomery against Joe Kelly. Felix against Wade Miley. Vidal Nuno against Henry Owens. Felix always pitches well in Boston. Good looking crowd here on a cloudy day. We had the roof closed. They opened it up right before first pitch. Lightning strike. The stadium took a power hit, but everything's been restored. It was down to get a bite to eat. A couple of guys came in out of the elevator and said, "Did you feel that?" And evidently, I was on the steps doing something else in the elevator. Said, did a little. Boop, 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 boop.
I was over doing some of the pregame stuff on the radio, and the lights were flickering, and we were going to be able to keep the power, but everything turned out fine. Looking at that series in Boston, the Red Sox, of course, struggling this year. Certainly like to see the Mariners get this game today. That would be 3 series in a row that they had won going into Boston.
A chance to jump on the Red Sox. They're struggling, last place in the East. 1-1. Seth Smith leading off way out front. Felix, by the way, 8 career starts at Boston, a 3-1 record, a 2.60 ERA. Cosmic Storm showing a really good fastball. 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Seth had a good start last night. Base hit to right and a run scored. A base hit to right in the third. 2 for 4 night. Bouncing around the scope. 1 away.
Number 16,
heroic moment last night for Austin Jackson. Bases loaded, single down the right field line, sent us home in 10 innings. Austin with the game winner. 6-5 Mariners. Fernando Rodney got the win. McFarland got the loss.
Austin with a couple of base hits in last night's ball game. Also had a base hit in the second inning. That also to right field.
Second walk-off hit. Did it to Detroit while a Tiger pitched inside back in April 5 of the year 2012. Two and one. Tags this one. Drives it deep left center field. And it is off the top of the fence. Austin Jackson turned that pitch around for a double, his 14th of the year.
It's hard to tell where it hit. The umpire calls it right away. Take a look at the swing by Austin Jackson. He's done an excellent job staying inside the baseball this year and drives his fastball right off the top of the padding.
Well, the guy didn't lose his beer. That's a different sensation, man. You're out there sitting there. Hey, here's a ball coming this way. Hey, it's coming right at me. Holy man, I'm trying to have a beer here. Trumbo went jumbo last night. My goodness, did he hit that ball a long way to back of the bullpen. Woo.
Another Mariner hitter. Really done a good job scoring more runs as of late. What he's done over the last 31 games that he's played in. 317 batting average, 6 doubles, 4 home runs.
This Oriole outfield as a group play as shallow as anybody we've seen this year?
Yeah, I think so. We've seen that throughout the series as you take a look at the numbers for the Mariners and the Orioles. The Orioles 2+ home runs since July 28th. 11 times they've done it. The Mariners, well, they're on the board with 7. No, I think you're right. But if you consider Jones and Lowe getting the start today, both of them cover a lot of ground. And Adam over the years, he certainly is really comfortable going back on the ball. But you're right. They're playing really shallow. Jones and Parra the right fielder, both of them plus throwing arms.
Here's Buck Showalter. William Nathaniel Buck Showalter in his 6th year with the Orioles, 17th year as a big league manager. And he's the 3rd. His son is William Nathaniel the 4th. It's Trumbo. He's the 4th strikeout victim of Kevin Gausman to the 2 outs. And a reminder that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 4 strikeouts in the 2nd inning. Brad Miller, good day yesterday, 3 for 4. One of his base hits, a 2nd inning leadoff double to left field. 2 singles to left field as well. He's walked 3 times facing Gausman. Last July 25th. Second inning, Mariners have had a double. Trying to score him here. Seager had a 1-out double in the first. Jackson's done it here in the second. Now there's 2 away. One and 2.
Interesting watching Gausman the few times that he's had a runner in scoring position. His fastball velocity has gone from 94 to 96, 97. Nice fastball right at the bottom of the strike zone at 96.
1-2 pitch. Struck him out. My goodness. That's 5 Ks, 2 innings. Gausman feeling good. Mariners have twice stranded a runner at second base. No score here at Safeco Field, and that guy's still got plenty to drink. Great looking kids here at the ballpark today having a fun seeing themselves up on Mariner Vision. Saturday, August 22nd, Robinson Cano bobblehead night. Mariners will be hosting the White Sox. Thanks to Root Sports, the first 20,000 fans are going to pick up this collectible. That's Sweet as His Swing. Stop by Mariners.com for tickets to Robinson Cano bobblehead night. When I think of the White Sox, I think they play back-to-back weekends. Could see Chris Sale twice.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to see a lot of a Braves. So.
Ryan Flaherty, the shortstop, leading off. J.J. Hardy getting time to rest today. Flaherty, Caleb Joseph, and David Lowe, 7, 8, 9 here against Iwakuma. He's going 6 up, 6 down. One strikeout so far for Iwakuma.
Well, here in the early going, his fastball command has been really good. And he wants to throw the high fastball here. See if he comes back with a split in the dirt. Early on when he was giving up home runs, his split, he was leaving it up in the middle of the plate along with his slider. He's been much better with that pitch lately.
Super gives him a nice low target. Put in play. Shortstop Marte. Nice running throw. Well done. Boy, he looked comfortable on that. Been there, done that, right?
Well, he never seems to be in a hurry, which is good to see. It's a good sign. You see Kyle Seager diving for it, can't get to it, but he has a strong throwing arm. It's a big advantage for him. Another look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo. Kyle trying to cut it off, not able to get to it. Good athlete, Marte.
Caleb Joseph, the catcher, came on in last night's game when started Matt Wieters. Had to leave the game with a hamstring issue in the 3rd inning. Boy, he threw a slow breaking ball, hanging up in the air. Here comes Seth Smith for out number 2.
We've seen that from Iwakuma early in counts, especially to the right-handed hitters. He'll throw the slow curveball, just trying to steal a strike. You get a pop-up right there.
2 away here in the 3rd, brings up David Lowe. And there must be anticipating another weather system moving through because the roof is closing. Lowe playing in the 76 game. Outside, says Jeff Nelson. 2-0.
And you can see his numbers, 206, just 126 at bats on the year.
Cano, not an easy play. And Mr. Iwakuma, 9 up, 9 down through 3. Needed just 9 pitches in that inning. Safeco Field, roof closing as we speak. As we take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Travel today to Boston, day off there tomorrow. Red Sox for 3 two-night games and a day game. And then Texas, where it's going to be 100 degrees. Look forward to that. That'll be interesting. And then come home and play the White Sox. We'll be seeing the White Sox for the first time this year. We'll see it back-to-back weekends. Actually, Boston's a night game and 2 day games. Head backwards. Here we go, Jesus Sucre. Lead things off for the Mariners. Certainly the highlight, I was just going to say the highlight of his season, that home run he hit back on the 25th of July against Toronto.
No, absolutely.
That was terrific.
Let's see if he can get after a fastball. He's going to see a few of them here. Bounce outward back. But thinking about that series in Texas, you mentioned it's going to be 100 degrees. Having been there this time of the year, the ball is going to be flying out of that ballpark. So if you're pitching, you better keep it on the ground. There's going to be some home runs in that series. Gausman, 5 home runs, or 5 strikeouts, excuse me, through the first 2 innings. His season and career high for strikeouts in a game is 7.
He's in great shape. My goodness. Looks comfortable, and it's just coming out of his hand nice and easy. 3-1 pitch. Good count. Jesus. We're from the final stages of closing here at Safeco Field. Popped up and playable. Joseph. What a catch. Curtis tells me that Globe Life Park is not among the top 5 in terms of home runs yielded, but that could change in one weekend series. Good Maiden Sky Dome has a couple spots locked up. I bet if you take it from the All-Star break to the end of the season, Globe Life is going to rank.
It's going to be there, yeah.
That heat, top of the order. Here's Marte.
Done a few things at that ballpark to help with the wind. The wind used to blow out to right center field, and you could miss the baseball, still hit home runs in that ballpark. That's not the case anymore, but with the temperatures are going to have.
Marte struck out. 8-pitch at bat, first time up. He's got a good count here, 3-0. 1 out here in the 3rd. Gausman struck out 5. Iwakuma, he's retired all 9 men that he's faced. So we go to Hackett here. Closing and a final few feet here at Safeco Field. 3-1 pitch. Full count again.
Marte's first at bat, Gausman was throwing him a lot of fastballs, and they were all away from him. And that last fastball towards the outside corner.
3-2. It works the walk. Seen a lot of pitches. First walk of the ball game. Brings up Kyle Seager, double up on an 0-2 pitch his first time. Inside corner for strikes is Jeff Nelson.
Kyle hitting his double down into the right field corner in the first inning. It was on a split, 85 miles an hour. About bell tie out over the plate. Kyle barreled it up.
Watch Rich Donnelly to go through the signs again. Completely closed here at Safeco Field for the remainder of the ball game. A couple other games in progress. San Diego and Cincy tied at 3-3 in the 3rd. Arizona leads at home against Philly 2-1 in the 2nd. Houston and the Giants no score in the 3rd. Miami leads Boston 1-0 in the 2nd inning in South Florida. Mr. Seager returns to the dugout. Strikeout number 6 for Gausman. Speaking of strikeouts, how about this date, or Geico, this date in MLB history? The Express, Nolan Ryan, 19 Ks against the Red Sox. Breaks Bob Feller's record set in 1938. get a chance, next time you get a chance, when you're on baseballreference.com, here's Goody. It's almost pointing out just for laughs because the brilliance of that guy was unbelievable. And just look at Ryan's numbers. And just like, kidding me? That whole generation. I mean, the best pitchers of that generation, Palmer, Jim Palmer, JP, who's here.
No, you're right. And a lot of them with a really good fastball, Palmer being one, Nolan probably in that era the best one.
Man, what an era. Carlton, Bert Blyleven with the curve. Tom Seaver with the that's going to get by Joseph and getting down to second. It's Marte.
So it's 3 innings in a row that the Mariners have been able to get a base runner to second base. This one right here will be on the wild pitch. Double by Seager in the first, a double by Jackson in the second. Marte, good speed at second base. Mariners 0 for 4 with runners in scoring positions. I think the thing that was amazing with Nolan Ryan is when he finally hurt his arm in the Kingdome at age 49, I believe, he was still 94, 95 miles an hour. Think about that. Well, we just had Jamie Moyer here, and Jamie pitched till he was 49, but Jamie's fastball was 82. And Nolan's still rushing it up there. Amazing.
You look at him in his prime, his leg drive is as good as anybody ever.
Right.
He exploded off that mound.
Well, you know, and I wonder how many fastballs later that was for him when he finally hurt his arm and called it quits. A lot.
2-1 pitch. Goody drives it to the gap. Goody. An RBI double, and the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. He struck out on 3 pitches his first time. Ahead in the count here, 2-1, and drives his 7th double, picks up RBI number 14. And it comes with 2 outs.
And give Marte a lot of credit. You mentioned that Dave in the leadoff spot, seeing a lot of pitches, but he gets the walk. Here's 97 miles an hour right in the middle of the plate. Franklin Gutierrez picking up Nelson Cruz. Nelson out of the ball game today, so Franklin moves into the number 3 spot, and it pays off for the Mariners here early in the ball game as they pick up their 3rd double of the game. Double in the first by Seager, a double in the second by Jackson, now a double here in the 3rd by Franklin Gutierrez.
See if Cano can pick him up too. Don't be stingy, be greedy, said Edgar.
Good cut of the fastball. You see it right there on the EQC tracer. A fastball down in the zone. Robbie has been handling that pitch. He's been hitting it hard too. Talked about his numbers as of late since July 1st. Really been swinging the bat well. 331 average since the 1st of July with 8 doubles, a triple, and 8 home runs, 26 RBIs. And a lot of those pitches that are middle and down, middle away and down, he's been handling. Trying to go back inside on it.
0-2. Count to Cano. Fouled it off. Robbie had 251 in the first half of the season, and he has just turned it around tremendously here in the second half. April, Robbie at 253, May 250, 212 in June, 337 in July, 317 here in August.
Well, he's had a couple of fastballs in this at bat, fouling them off, including the last pitch at 98 miles an hour.
And the other number that jumps out at me too, He hits when Mariner wins. He hits 296 and losses 241. When he surges, it carries the whole ball club. Here's the 0-2. Finds a hole and comes Goody to third, getting a wave on. Lowe's throw. It is third in time. Goody beat it. RBI Robinson Cano, and it's a 2-0 Mariner lead. Robbie takes second on the throw. RBI for Cano is 51st. Back-to-back RBI.
Yeah, solid base hit on the best fastball by Gausman. That fastball was 99 miles an hour. Finds a hole. Not much of a throwing arm for Lowe. And Gutierrez there with the score. You see his hand swipe it across the plate.
Mike both coming with 2 outs.
We've seen the Mariners. They've been doing that over the last few weeks, scoring runs with 2 outs. It's good to see.
Seth Smith doing his job. And Goody running hard all the way. Watching Rich Donnelly cut the bag nicely. Nice. And the inning started with Sucre fouling out a walk to Marte. Wild pitch to second. Strikeout Seager. And then an RBI double and an RBI single. Seth Smith rounded out the second. Gausman with 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. Play here in the third. Smitty down the line. It gets fouled.
Had him in trouble in all 3 innings, capitalizing in this one with the 2 runs, and with that, you see a 64 pitches so far for Gausman. His pitch count getting up on him in a hurry.
Baltimore 2 games behind the Angels in the wild card chase right now. Toronto and the Angels hold the top 2 spots in the wild card. Mariners 7 behind Toronto. Caught in between 1 and 2. Floyd McClendon, he said once it'd be about 500 to finish August, take his chances, roll the dice in September. RBI for Cano with a 2-0 lead. Now 1-2 pitch coming to Seth Smith.
We were talking about it early. And just keep winning series. Just keep winning your series. They've won 2 in a row now. Trying to get a third here today. See the 66 pitches for Gausman, 46 strikes.
Two pitch. Line drive left field. Lowe is right there, but the highlight of the inning, 2 out. RBIs by the Mariners, Goody and Cano, and the Mariners lead it 2-0. is on his game through 3. Now time for you to tweet your strongest fan photo. Use hashtag RTNW DataStrongFan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Brought to you by T-Mobile. You gotta absolutely love 2-out RBIs. Goody with an RBI double. Cano followed with a single. Roof is covering his here. Very optimistic. They opened the roof like 10-15 minutes before first pitch, and then clearly we saw Buck Showalter speaking with Jeff Nelson, home plate umpire, 2 frames ago, and consulting with Bob Christopherson, who had his cell phone out. Clearly he was getting weather updates, and he said, you know what, let's close it up. Second time through the order here now for Iwakuma. 0-1 to Manny Machado. And he fly to left. Iwakuma has retired all 9 men that he's faced.
Last pitch, one of the few off-speed pitches that he's left up in the zone. He's been down with his off-speed pitches. We talked about that before the game. His fastball command has been really good.
Showalter, 3-time American League Manager of the Year. His team trailing here. In tight. One-two pitch. 2-2. One strikeout, no walk so far for Iwakuma. That's some take just outside. Gerardo Parra is on deck. 3-2. Loses him on the walk. There's your perfect 3 innings. In the books. Leadoff walk here in the 4th.
Looking at this series, one of the things that you really need to do is take care of the first 2 hitters in the lineup. The hot hitters have been Jones and Davis. So hopefully you can get a double play ball right here as Adam Jones waits on deck.
First pitch to Parra. Short bunt. Parra was having a real nice year in Milwaukee. 328, 9 homers, 31 runs batted in. 24 doubles and 9 out of 12 in base stealing. Came over at the trade deadline on the 31st of July. Chopper. Cano's going to get the 1 run and 1 out there, and that's a heck of a play. Well done. Parra can run a little bit, so he had to get rid of it quickly.
Really good control of his body as he ranges to his left. Turn back around. Really doesn't need to get his shoulders squared up at all. He has such a strong throwing arm. You see him reaching for it, keep it from going into right field.
Iwakuma showed that same type of athleticism in his last start. And comebacker to get rid of it quickly. Here's Adam Jones.
He's always been a really good fielding pitcher.
When he finishes, he almost finishes like the baseball cards of yore. He come through with the gloves already ready.
No, you're right. Just like Jamie Moyer used to do it.
Yeah, right.
See so many pitchers today. I think a lot of it has to do with the high velocities we're seeing, but they're max effort guys, and They're typically falling off the mound one way or the other. They don't even have a chance to protect themselves.
Carson Smith falls way off towards first base side. Good pitch, 0-2. Machado at second. With one out here in the fourth, Mariners lead 2-0. Diaz by Gutierrez and Cano in the third. So it stays 0-2. Nelson Cruz with good-looking glasses sitting next to Jesus Montero. Well, next strain for Mr. Cruz gets today and tomorrow off. Hopefully they won't need him for pinch hitter duties here today. Adam Jones, an all-star, Gold Glover. Struck him out. Huge strikeout. It's a second K. Both have been against Adam Jones. 2 pitches ago. Watch the backswing here. Let's see if Jonesy's backswing gets Sucre. It does. Ooh. Boy, it takes a shot.
Right in the middle of the back.
2 out, 1 on. Chris Davis, the hitter, flied out to left on a 2-1 pitch. First time up. Was leading off the second.
Surprised we don't see more of that. Hitters following through with their swing and hitting the catchers. The catchers are trying to get as close to the plate as they can. Help their pitchers out, framing pitches, keeping strikes in the strike zone.
Thank goodness we don't see more.
No, you're right. That's the reason why they're wearing that helmet now.
And again, thank you, Johnny Bench. First one to do it.
Seeing the Mariners playing the Orioles, I remember Dempsey all the time behind there, and he had that hat, the bill of the hat turned upside down just about, and it was great. Not very safe, though.
No. Almost slowing the game down, about 35 seconds between pitches.
We've seen that from him when he gets a runner in scoring position. He will really slow things down. Mariners have the shift on with Davis hitting.
Back into the count, 2-1. Inside 3-1 to a dangerous hitter.
Pretty good fastball. He thought it was on the inside corner. Jimmy Paredes waiting on deck. Rick Waits, pitching coach, keeping a close eye on him.
Davis had a bad year last year, still hit 26 home runs. In 2013, 53 and 138. He walks, 2-men aboard. Go ahead run coming to the plate. Hey kids, head back to school in style with a Mariners backpack. Thanks to Boeing, it's free to all youngsters on Sunday, August 23rd, part of Salute the Kids Day at Safeco Field. Get your tickets for the entire family right now at Mariners and any Mariners team store or Mariners.com. Don't want the walks that come back and haunt you like they did last night. Samuelson went 1-2-3 in the seventh, got a strikeout of Machado, then walked Parra, and then gave up a 2-run homer.
I think in this inning, obviously he didn't want to walk Machado after the Mariners just scoring 2 runs. Machado leading the inning off, but I do not have a problem with him being very careful with Davis.
Understood.
31 home runs on the year.
Just don't want to.
Leadoff walks. That's the one you want to stay away from.
Didn't we do a number on that one time? The percentage of leadoff walks.
That's 4. Yeah, I can't remember
That's
what it was.
That's a ridiculous number. 1-1 here. The count for Paredes, who bounced out to Seager in his first at bat. %38% of leadoff walks score. One pitch. Being careful. Paredes batting in the 5-hole, DHing today. Runners out there. Machado at second. Chris Davis at first. Wayne Kirby, first base coach. I said Wayne played for Cincy. He played for Cleveland, then the Dodgers when you saw it. Two-one pitch.
See Sucre looking out at Iwakuma, wanting that pitch down. That was a split that was up.
Kuma in some 4th inning trouble here with a 2-2 count to Jimmy Paredes. Couple of men aboard. Mariners lead 2-0. Just joining us, 2-out RBIs by Gutierrez and Cano back to back, and a home third. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a couple of men aboard. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's a big strikeout. His 3rd of the game. Very timely. Strands 2, and the Mariners lead stays at 2-0. And the Mariners right now lead it 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Catch the debut of Seahawks All Access tonight at 10:30 p.m. Get exclusive player interviews and Seahawks stories you can't find anywhere else. Due to NFL restrictions, Seahawks All Access is only available for viewers in the Seattle and Portland markets. For your local programming schedule, visit rootsports.com. Thanks for joining us here this Wednesday afternoon. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew. You've got Austin Jackson, Mike Trumbo, and Brad Miller. 6, 7, and 8 here in the 4th inning against Kevin Guzman, who struck out 6, walked 1 through the first 3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 4 hits. the 2-out RBIs that the Mariners had, a double by Gutierrez, and Cano followed with a single. Austin drives one to the gap again. One hop, face of the fence, sticks there. Picking up where he left off last night with the game-winning base hit. So Austin Jackson with 3 consecutive hits. That will work. And speaking of big hits, how about last night? Seattle City light power play. Seattle City light power play. Look how far this thing travels.
It was so high, I thought it had a chance to go into the second deck. Hits off the back of the bullpen. For Trumbo, his 5th home run. How about the Mariners with doubles in each of the first 4 innings of this ball game?
Extraordinary.
Second double for Jackson. Seager with a double in the first. Cano with Gutierrez with a double in the third.
Nice to see Austin Jackson on this little run. Game winner last night. 2 doubles today, 3 for his last 3. Oh, 2. Mark struck out on a 1-2 pitch his first time up. Jackson with a good lead at second. 0-2 pitch to Trumbo. That went off of Jeff Nelson's mask. He's regrouping. Inventory good.
Bars are straight.
That old school iron looks like. Look at the mask on the catcher Joseph. It's the light alloy steel, but just going old school. And I don't blame him.
I don't either. Good for him.
One and 2 to Trumbo. Trying to score that run. Jackson will lead off double. One and 2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 7. Cosby. That ties his career best.
Yeah, sure does. 7 strikeouts for him through the first 4. Make it 3 1/3. He's basically just stayed with a fastball split. That last pitch is split at 87 miles an hour.
The only people he's not caged: Smith, Jackson, and Sucre. Brad Miller. Brad in left field today. That's some good numbers here at home. 301 batting average here at Safeco Field. Two.
Gausman has had to throw a lot of pitches as he works here in the 4th. 76 so far for him. He still has a good fastball. That last one, top of the strike zone at 98 miles an hour.
Right, 3 called. I didn't like that call. That's 8 Ks. His standard, personal standard for Cosby. 8 strikeouts.
98 miles an hour. Trying to hit the inside corner. Jeff Nelson thought it was a strike.
Sucre now, the man at second. 2 outs. Gausman riding a career best 8 strikeouts now. Walked 1. Time call. Down the line. Fair ball. Suki with an RBI. 3-0 Mariners. Jackson cruises home. Sucre digging for 2, and he's in there with an extra base hit. Second double of the season. His second run batted in, and the Mariners lead at 3-0.
Off-speed pitch, looks like a split, hits it right down the line. It's going to go over the bag. It looks as if it hits some chalk. Corey Blazer, third base umpire, calling it fair right away. Already the 5th double for the Mariners in this game.
Sid Marte still has to check in with an extra base hit. Serve one up here. Maybe not this time, as Lowe sauntered back to make the catch. Good inning for the Mariners as they get a run on 2 hits, no errors, leave a man. He played 4. Kuma throwing a beauty. The Mariners lead 3-0. Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. A great view from Beacon Hill. Looking at the 2 ballparks. Safeco Field on the left at the end of I-90, and the Clink to your right. Jonathan Scope, the second baseman, leads off here in the 5th, followed by Ryan Flaherty, the shortstop, and catcher Caleb Joseph. Took a little off of that. Well played by Seager. Long throw. Got him 1 out.
One of the few times you'll see Seager as a third baseman give ground to the ground ball, and on the second hop, a lot of top spin, backs up to make the play. Strong throw across the diamond.
Mariners infield: Seager, Marte, Cano, and Trumbo, with Miller, Jackson, and Smith in the outfield. Sucre behind the plate. Ryan Flaherty grounded out the shortstop. 2 base runners for the Orioles today, both walks in the 4th inning. One, two. Mariners have at least 1 double in each of the first 4 innings. Meanwhile, starter Kevin Gausman has a career best 8 strikeouts, but the Mariners have a 3-0 lead. 0-2. Cano has a routine play. Two outs here in the 5th inning. Stick around after the game for Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. Brad and Bill will have all the info and interviews that you're looking for after the ball game. Also, Jen Mueller and Angie Mentic will be aboard, bringing some post-game reacts from the clubhouse. Caleb Joseph. He flied out to right his first at bat. Kuma went 9 up, 9 down through the first 3. 2 walks in the 4th. One. Comes a split. It's a good one.
Something that he's done well today. You look at all these pitches, they're all off speed pitches, a slider and a couple of splits, but he's keeping them down out of the strike zone, trying to get the hitters to chase it.
Good crowd, 25,661 on hand here. Wednesday matinee. 1-2 pitch.
Purpose to that pitch, straighten him up after the 3 off-speed pitches. Probably goes right back to the split again. Maybe the slider off the plate away.
Two pitch here to Joseph. Gutierrez, Cano, and Sucre driven in runs for the Mariners today. Clinton to tell you, man, I trust Kuma. If he tells me he's tired, take him out. If he tells me he can go, I leave him in. If he tells me to get the heck off the mound, I get the heck off the mound.
A lot of respect for the veteran pitcher.
Good.
He's earned it. It's in great shape with his pitch count. 62 pitches for him so far as he works here in the 5th.
Two out, nobody on here in the 5th. 2-2 pitch. Well stroked deep right center field. Jackson cruising. He's there, makes the catch. No hit ball. Through 5 for Iwakuma. 3-0 Mariner lead. 3-0 lead as we check out our T-Mobile Data Strong fan photo of the game. And it comes from Bartley. As we said, a good family day. The sun was out earlier. And we opened up the roof right before game time. And then it was about the second inning, I guess, they closed the roof. So we're undercover here with a couple of weather systems blowing through. But a great looking family shot there. T-Mobile Data Strong fan of the game. How about last night when Austin Jackson delivered the game winner? All 15 home teams won their games last night on the same day. First time that's happened. Baseball's expanded to 30 teams in '98. That's became the first opportunity for that to happen. Here's Kyle Seager to lead it off. Kyle a double and a strikeout. Mariners have had a double in each of the first 4 innings.
How about that? 6 hits, 5 doubles for the Mariners.
2 of those doubles in the last inning, including the RBI double by Supra. After Jackson led off.
Also with 2 doubles.
Yeah. And then Gausman has recorded a career best 8 strikeouts through the first 4 innings. Seager way ahead here. A 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Gausman.
He's had a good fastball. Anywhere from 93's topped out at 99 miles an hour. We've seen 97 quite a bit from him. Also mixing in a split.
Gutierrez, 3rd inning. Man aboard, 2 outs in a 2-1 count. He doubled. And that put the Mariners on the board. Cano added another run right behind him. Franklin struck out his first time on 3 pitches.
Look at his first at bat, all fastballs. His second at bat, he ended up getting 97 and jumped all over as he lined it into the left center field gap, driving in the first run for the Mariners.
He's got the advantage right now as Dave Wallace runs out, pitching coach for the Orioles. Mariners have had a runner on base in all 5 innings.
Gausman, a young pitcher, 85 pitches as he works here in the 5th, so he's had to throw a lot of pitches. His fastball command hasn't been the best today. And when you're a starting pitcher and you basically are out there with 2 pitches of fastball and a split, and he throws a lot of fastballs, better be able to command it. That's been an issue for him today.
Pitcher with glasses ever worry you?
You know, thinking about that, only one. Ron Davis, I used to think was scary.
Ike Davis is dead.
And then the other one that I wish had glasses on was Troy Percival, because he'd always squint looking in.
He told me that.
and trust me, I want him to be able to see.
Yeah.
Especially Percival throwing almost 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, he could rush. But none of them did the Ryan Duran thing, taking him off. The Bob Viol, blowing him off while taking time. What was it? I think it was the Mays story. Bob couldn't get his glasses to stop fogging. He was going to pitch without. He said, no. You're tough enough with the glasses. You got no clue with them off.
Now we get worried if a pitcher was out there with glasses, took them off and put them in his back pocket. Might have to call timeout.
Bob Viol, great left-hander with the Pirates in the 60s, and he threw hard. Oh my goodness. And Ryan Duran, late 40s, early 50s with the Yankees, among other teams, in other words, really bringing it up there. He had the Coke bottle thick glasses, throwing 95. 2-2. Center field. Here comes Jones going back to Scope, the second baseman. Jonathan will take it. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th. Mariners lead 3-0. And the Mariners and EQC give a salute to U.S. servicemen and women with a ticket discount offered at nearly every home game. Present your military ID at the Safeco Field box office and receive 10% off select main, terrace, or view level seats. To all who serve our country, we thank you. Robbie Cano, 1 for 2, first inning strikeout. 0-2 pitch, 3rd inning, man aboard, 2 outs. Single to left, made it 2-0. Pitch just outside the box. Jeff Nelson called it a strike. Line drive right at Adam Jones. Two outs. Can bring up Seth Smith. Grounded to second and lined out to left. Mariners 2 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Iwakuma. No hit ball through 5. One. And that Baltimore outfield plays shallow. Cut off those gaps, Seager. Hold. 1-1. Trying to think. I know George Springer with Houston plays shallow in right field, but as a group, trying to remember.
No, they're playing this shallow. Again, I think because that's where Buck Showalter wants him. He wants them to take away as many base hits as possible. And we mentioned Seth lining out to left field his last time up. Probably has a chance in normal situations where the outfielders would normally play him, but because they are so shallow, able to take away some hits. But that's also the reason why you see the Mariners with 5 doubles in this game.
One and 2 to Seth. It's a foul ball. Orioles leave here. They have a nice homestand. 3-4 with Oakland. Play the Mets for 2, Minnesota for 4. As they wage battle in the American League East, starting today, 4.5 behind the Yankees. Toronto breathing all over the Yankees. Toronto going for its 10th consecutive win. Jays only a half game out. Seth smokes this one. Jones goes back. He's got it. Make the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. 5 in the books. A 3-0 Mariner lead. It's time now for a Big Fish Casino big catch. And he's throwing a nice ball game through 5 here, Mike.
We talked about it before the game. A good fastball command today. He elevates that fastball to get a strikeout. He's been on the corners. A couple of curveballs early to steal some strikes, but for the most part, you're going to see a lot of splits. Keeping the ball down out of the strike zone with his split and his slider, and it's been effective. You take a look at his line so far, 63 pitches as he works here in the 6th inning.
He's got 9-1-2 coming up. David Lowe leads off. First pitch strike. Lowe grounded out to Cano. First time up, that was completing the 3rd inning. 2 base runners for Baltimore today. Machado and Davis, 4th inning walks. One pitch. That pitch must be very tough to lay off. Good biting downward movement. Looks like he got it all the way and then it's gone.
Well, the key to his split is it looks like it's going to be a fastball at around the knees, and then the bottom falls out of it. Another one right there, routine ground ball to Cano.
One out here in the 6th. Let's take a look at our Delta Airlines keep climbing standings. It's happening in a wild card race. Here you go. Jays and Angels hold the top 2 spots. Orioles, Rays, and Twins, they're within arm's reach. Mariners in that next group, they're 7 behind Toronto. The Mariners are, let's see, behind Baltimore. They're 5 games behind the Orioles. Good swing and a miss by Manny Machado. Fly to left and a walk today. Two walks and 3 strikeouts for Iwakuma. One pitch. Slice foul. Interesting contrast. We've been talking several times today about the depth of the Orioles outfield. Mariner outfield playing straight away and deep.
Well, Machado with 24 home runs on the year
has a lot to do with it.
That, and I think with Brad Miller in left field, because he hasn't played a lot of outfield, it's easier to push him back and let him come in on the ball.
So you can see where Miller plays and how close he is to the track as opposed to David Lowe, outfielder for the Orioles.
Lowe has to be what, 15, maybe 20 feet in front of where
Easily.
Brad is at.
Easily. Yeah. 1-2 to Machado. Sucre disgusted with himself. Thought he should have caught that. Suki with an RBI double in the 4th inning. 2nd double of the season. His 3rd extra base hit. That gave the Mariners the 3-0 lead. Here's the 1-2.
The other thing that Iwakuma has done today, he's done an excellent job of mixing up his pitches. His fastball has been 88 to 91 miles an hour. But because he has the curveball that he's shown in the slider, of course the split, his fastball's been getting on the hitters.
Like that, man. That pitch. He had a lot of success. Remember last year we talked about that rising fastball.
Well, what he does with all those off-speed pitches being down in the zone, all of a sudden he'll elevate the fastball top of the strike zone, and as a hitter you see it well out of his hands. But Dave, as you mentioned, it stays on that plane. And it's tough to catch up. You can see how late the swing is from Machado. And again, it's all the off-speed pitches down.
Fourth strikeout for Iwakuma. 2 away here in the 6th. Brings up Gerardo Parra. A couple of ground outs today, 0 for 2.
Starts him off with another split. See it on the EQC tracer, just below the strike zone.
Parra 1 for 4 in last night's game. Got a blue double first inning. Short right center field. 0-1 pitch. It's foul ball.
2 splits almost in the same spot.
Troublesome inning for Iwakuma today was the 4th. A leadoff walk, a ground out, a strikeout. Walked Davis on a 3-1 pitch was probably a smart play, and then struck out Paredes to get out of it. Stranding 2. Only 2 base runners for the Orioles. 0-2 up high. Kuma with the 1-2 pitch to Parra. Strike him out. 5 strikeouts, back-to-back Ks here in the 6th. No hit ball for Hisashi Iwakuma here in Seattle.
You know, it's so rarely that I'm actually referred to as politically correct. It's a business person special today, both businessmen and women, and that's the topic here in the Where I Root photo. Rival IQ, I should say, with a team field trip to the Mariners game today. And Lori sent this photo in. Apparently spinal surgery tomorrow, and this is where she wanted to be. Best of luck with that. And look who got a game ball from Austin Jackson. That's very cool. Remember to use the hashtag #WhereIRoot on your social media channel, guys.
Angie, thank you so much. Hot hitting Austin Jackson. 3 for his last 3. He's got 2 doubles today and a run scored, and he won the game last night in the 10th. Jackson, Trumbo, and Miller 6, 7, and 8 here for the Mariners in the 6th inning.
Starting to get some action out in the Orioles bullpen. Gosman now at 97 pitches. His career high for pitches in a game is 111.
3-1 to Austin.
Michael Gibbons getting loose in the pen for Baltimore. Saw him last night. Good arm. Converted shortstop.
Yes, sir. Two. There's Gibbons.
Fastball slider combination will be in the mid-90s.
Inning in the third, 1 hit, a walk and a strikeout yesterday. Now we got Caleb Joseph. And it looked like it got a piece of Jeff Nelson as well.
Jeff's had a tough day back there with foul tips. Had one earlier in the ball game that squared him up right in the middle of his face mask.
Three runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Mariners. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles. 3-2 here to Jackson. Bouncing ball to Flaherty, the shortstop. Ryan throws him out. 1 out here in the Mariners 6th. The time is now to join the club as a Mariners season ticket holder in 2016. Whether a full season or a 20-game plan, you're going to enjoy great benefits. The test drive to see today. Contact an account executive at 206-346-4001 or mariners.com/16. Mark Trimbo twice struck out on 1-2 pitches. Line drive left field low. Nice catch. Two outs.
We talked about it earlier in the game with Lowe and Adam Jones. Both of them playing shallow, and both of them really good about going back on the ball. A little bit of a sinking line drive helped them out.
Two outs. And again, look how close he is, David Lowe, as opposed to where you saw Brad Miller last half inning. Good 15 to 30 feet difference. Down the line, a little squibber. Man, he's got the cannon arm. Zips it over and gets Brad Miller a 1-2-3-6 for Guzman. Mariners lead 3-0. Sports brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Buy Jack in a Box if the Mariners win. Mention Mariners for a free Jumbo Jack with purchase tomorrow at Jack in a Box. Buy Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And buy CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Always a great view at Beacon Hill, pushing into downtown. They're in Seattle. Good to have you with us this Wednesday afternoon. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and Root Sports crew. Change at first base. Mike Trumbo out. Logan Morrison in. Right now, story of the day is Hisashi Iwakuma threw 6. No hit ball against the Orioles. He struck out 5, walked 2. Adam Jones to lead off. Jones has struck out twice today, both on 0-2 counts.
See, next pitch will be 80 for Iwakuma. Tough part of the lineup with Jones, Davis, Paredes due up.
Way out front, 1-1.
Well located split again. Really done a good job keeping the Orioles off balance today. Yeah, he made a mistake with the slider right there and was able to get away with it. See it. Bell tie in the middle of the plate.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Jones. Smoked center field, but room for Jackson. Step on the track. 1 out.
This is on an elevated fastball, trying to get it to the outside corner. Runs back to middle away, and Jackson able to make the play for him. Right in front of the warning track. Mariners will put the shift on with Davis hitting. They've done that throughout the series. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. Marte still at his shortstop position.
First pitch to Chris Davis. Big swing and a miss. Deception's been terrific today. Five strikeouts, 2 walks. 0-1. And foul ball. 0-2.
When you're talking about deception, it also comes down to location for him. Starts him with a split to get the first strike, and that last pitch, fastball at 91, one of the better fastballs right on the inside corner. Davis trying to check his swing, but fouled it off.
Kuma's in a groove today that we saw last July and August. Last July, 4-1 with a 2.32. August, 4-1 with a 2.39.
Yeah, he's got that kind of command. And even on the last pitch, right at the top of the strike zone, Davis, a good low ball hitter. So Iwakuma can either elevate the fastball a little bit more than that, or try to throw a split down out of the strike zone.
0-2 pitch.
He went with the split and missed off the plate away.
Iwakuma had a bad finish in September, October, 2-3 with a 7.61. In July and August, 8-2. Good stuff. He's got Davis 1-2. Struck him out. Here's Sucre to throw down to Cuomo. That's strikeout number 6 for Iwakuma. 2 outs in the 7th.
Back-to-back splits. They look at our Alaska Airlines Supermo, and you can see the split right there. Just buries it in the dirt right out in front of home plate to get Davis to chase it. Again, a good low ball hitter, so he's going to be aggressive on anything that appears that is going to be at the knees.
Last 12 no-hitters were have been in the National League. The last American League no-no was the Felix Perfecto, August 15 of 2012. Strike 1 to Paredes, who's grounded out to Seager and struck out. Here's the 0-1. First, 16 first pitch strikes. 1-1 pitch. Cano backhand. Sashi Iwakuma through 7. Got a no-hitter working here at Safeco Field. Mariners got a 3-0 lead. Stretching your body? How about stretching your mind as you consider how a Washington's lottery win would change your bucket list? Play today. Crowd energized here at Safeco Field. Mariners lead 3-0. Asashi Iwakuma no-hit ball through 7. Really good performance. Just 2 walks. 4th inning. Machado and Davis, and they got out of that 2-on situation. Meanwhile, for the Mariners, 3rd inning, a 2-out RBI double by Goody. And Cano followed with a base hit, scored Gutierrez. 4th inning, Jesus Sucre with 2 outs, an RBI double. Those are the runs this afternoon. Speaking of Mr. Sucre, he's going to lead off here in the home 7th, followed by Marte and Seager. Sucre picking up his 5th hit of the season with that RBI double.
And it appears that he and Iwakuma on the same page. I haven't seen Iwakuma shake him off this afternoon. So they've done an excellent job working together as far as mixing up the pitches and where they want to throw the pitches.
Here's the 0-1. Line drive. Jones going back, and he's there to make the catch. That's why Buck hasn't played shallow, because they're very good going back. That's been really, really impressive watching these guys retrieve balls that are hit well. Follow the Mariners wherever you are with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. Here's Marte, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And really moved in for Marte. And the outfield.
And again for Gausman, now at 107 pitches. His career high is 111. He's just about at the end of it.
2-0 pitch. Warren to Cattell. Started shortstop. Michael Givens at the ready. Shows bunt, takes a strike, 2-2. Full count. Marte has seen a lot of pitches here today.
Yeah, you're right. He's made Gausman work.
Seager on down. Low towards the line. Two outs. Try a real triple play. ST Express buses, Link Light Rail, and Sounder Trains. Weigh your options at soundtransit.org.
Kyle Seager's been on base a couple of times. Had a double in the first inning, walk in the fifth. So 1 for 2 for him.
2 outs in the 7th.
And for Gausman now a new career high, 112 pitches. Still throwing hard though. A couple of fastballs to Marte, 97 miles an hour.
One hop to Scope. Takes his time, throws Kyle out. Here we go to the 8th inning. Iwakuma throwing a gem. 3-0 Mariners. This year, and the 5th Mariner to do it. Here's what he's done to this point. He's been outstanding.
Only a couple of walks, 6 strikeouts. Thrown 90 pitches. And the out distribution, see the 9 ground balls, 6 strikeouts for him. His career high as far as pitches go is 118, and that was in his last start. He's now at 91 pitches.
Jonathan Scope leading off. 1-0 pitch. He's had a lot of big swing and misses on that pitch.
One of the few sliders we've seen from him.
Scope, Flaherty, and Caleb Joseph here in the 8th. Boys up on the wall now. Interest growing by the minute. 1-1. 1-2.
We've shown the tracer all afternoon, and 84 miles an hour, that's his split. You see it in the same spot just below the hitting area.
1-2 pitch from Kuma. 2-2. Scope today made a soft line drive to Trumbo. Seager made a nice play on him in the 5th. 2-2. Off the fist.
Another well-located fastball, trying to speed him up just off the inside corner. Run it in on his hands.
There's the 2-2 pitch. Full count. And again, what we've seen from Iwakuma, Flaherty on deck. Reminiscent of the run he had last July and August when he went a combined 8-2. A very low ERA. Low twos. Payoff pitch. There you go. Laz Diaz says no. There's a walk, the third of the ballgame. So the second time in 11 starts he's walked 3 batters in a ballgame. Brings up Ryan Flaherty. A couple of groundouts for him today. First pitch, strike. Iwakuma started the day 51 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's added 6 Ks, 3 walks this afternoon. Here's the 0-1. First time Iwakuma's gotten this deep into a ball game with a no-no. Had never been through 5 complete. Ball and 2 strikes. Fans getting into it on every strike now. $25,661 here at Safeco Field. One and 2. The runner at first, nobody out. 0-2. All the infielders, you know, they're on their toes. Pitch number 101.
All they're thinking about right now is to dive for everything.
Good call. Sell out. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Flaherty. Pitch from Kuma. Strike 3 called. Got him. Strikeout number 7.
Flaherty didn't like the call, but Iwakuma has been so good today. This is probably a little bit down out of the strike zone. It's the split again. Great job by Sucre to frame it. And Jeff Nelson rings him up right away.
One out, one on here in the 8th. Caleb Joseph is the hitter. The Oriole catcher. Fly to right, fly to center. The first pitch strike. Boy, is he sharp now. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. Boys out in the bullpen. Wrapped attention. You one. Just below.
And you can see 104 is pitch count, and that was one of his better fastballs at 92, just missing with it.
To the lead at first by Scope. 1-1 pitch. Back there again. 2 balls, 1
strike. Got the Bear hats. Iwakuma, big part of this crowd here. 25,661. Two-one pitch. Missed. On deck hitter, left fielder David Lowe. Rick Wade's working that gum. Crowd went for Kuma to get back in this count. It's a 3-1 count. And Caleb Joseph, 1 out, 1 on. Mariners 3-0. Here in the 8th. Should be a double play. Marte, Cano, Lomo. To the 9th we go. Kuma, 3 outs away from baseball. History here with a no-hit effort.
Field. This is what we have going on. Iwakuma with zeros where they count right now. He's at 107 pitches through 8 innings. Fans letting Kuma hear it in the top of the 8th, applauding what he is doing today out on the mound. And coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines, we will have more on Kuma. We will head inside the clubhouse, hear from that man right there, the skipper Lloyd McClendon, and we will get you set for the road trip. It's all coming up on Mariners postgame presented by Delta Airlines. That's a pretty thing to see right there, guys.
Mariners have a 3-0 lead, and Iwakuma has been outstanding. No hit ball through 8. Beautifully done. He struck out 7. He's walked 3. And now Brian Mattis takes over for the Orioles. He'll face Franklin Gutierrez, Robinson Cano, and Seth Smith. Breaking ball for strike.
Gausman threw the ball well. As you take a look at the numbers for Mattis, 36 appearances, a 2.52 ERA, 42 strikeouts, and 35 2/3. Opponents hitting just .211 against the left-hander.
Swing and a miss by Franklin.
For Gausman, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. A couple of walks, 8 strikeouts. That's a career high for him, and also a career high in pitches with 112.
Oh, 2 to Goody. A big RBI back in the 3rd inning. A 2-out RBI double got the Mariners on the board. Mattis, a former starter, has done a nice job out of the bullpen. Mariners trying to build a bigger lead here for Iwakuma. Swing and a miss. Effective pitch by Mattis, one away.
Off-speed pitch just off the outside corner, only 84 miles an hour. Late swing by Franklin Gutierrez, just trying to foul that pitch off. That'll bring up Cano. Cano 1 for 3 with an RBI this afternoon. Drove in a run back in the third inning.
That third inning was nice. Back-to-back 2-out RBIs for the early 2-0 lead. Suki added a run in the fourth. Sucre with an RBI double, and that too came with 2 outs. One for 3 a day for Robbie, lined out last time up to center field. And he's behind 0-2. Trying to get aboard. 0-2 pitch. So comebacker. Mattis has it, throws him out. 2 outs, nobody on. Brings up Seth Smith. He will hit. Smitty today 0 for 3. Ground out, line out, and a fly up to center. Three 0 lead for the Mariners. Great day for that man. He's 3 outs away. First pitch is Smitty inside for ball 1. Here's 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Iwakuma deep in his own thoughts. Pitch to Seth. 2-1.
Pretty good fastball from Mattis today. 94 miles an hour. That's right down the middle of the plate.
7K 3-walk performance by Iwakuma today. 2-1 pitch. In there for called strike 2. 2-2. Trying to win back-to-back series. Right now in pretty good shape. Smitty lace to left field, and that'll do it. So Iwakuma looking to throw his first career no-hitter and the 5th in Mariners history. 3 outs away, and here we go. At Safeco Field, Hisashi Iwakuma 3 outs away from a major accomplishment. Everybody on their feet here. 26, make that 25,661. As Iwakuma is going to face David Lowe, Manny Machado, Gerardo Parra, 9-1-2 here for the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch to Lowe. And ball one. David Lowe's twice grounded out to Robinson Cano.
Kyle Seager in on the grass at third, take the bunt away from him.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, as quiet as this place has been all day. Strike one. Now they erupt. Can't remember the last time I heard a ballpark get this quiet. It wasn't like this when Felix did it back in 2012. 1-1 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. Kuma's been outstanding all afternoon. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Lowe. Went back in there, didn't miss by much. 2-2. Now they pick it up. 2-2 pitch. Seager taking a look, might have room. Staying with it. He makes the catch. One down here in the ninth.
That is not an easy play to make. The ball is slicing away from him. He knows that little short fence is right there, worried about his knees. And watch him react. Last minute looking over his shoulder, reaches back to make the catch. What a play by Kyle Seager.
That is fabulous. And the fans did a good job getting out of the way.
What a good play.
Never gave up on it.
No. Good adjustment. Looking over his shoulder.
And that's the equivalent of what you talked about last inning, where everybody's in dive mode. Top of the order, Manny Machado. 1 out. Big rip, strike one.
That's one of the few fastballs he's left in the middle of the plate. Was able to get away with it. Probably only said that 2 or 3 times this afternoon. That's how good he has been.
Yeah. There was trouble in the 4th inning when he walked a couple. Andy Van Slyke correcting the outfielders. Here's the 0-1 to Manny Machado. Swing! It's 0-2.
We've seen a lot of that elevated fastball either at the top of the line or just above it. Another look at it. Able to throw it by him at 90 miles an hour. Late swing on the high fastball.
0-2 to Manny. Ground ball, Seager takes his time. 2 outs here tonight.
He's done that a lot today. The elevated fastball come right back with the split just below the hitting area. That's where he's been getting his ground ball out. So picks up another one right there as he gets him to ground out to Kyle.
Tough hitter here now. 2 outs. Top 9, 3-0 Mariners. Gerardo Parra 0 for 3. Ground out the first, ground out the second, and a strikeout. First pitch. Jackson got a read on it. He's there. And it's Iwakuma has thrown a no-hitter. The 5th in Mariners history. Hisashi Iwakuma beats Baltimore 3-0. He throws the first American League no-no since Felix did it back in August of 2012. Beautiful game here today.
I can't even tell you how relieved and excited his teammates are for him. I was on the field when Chris Bosio threw his no-hitter for the Mariners, and you feel so much pressure, probably more than Iwakuma was feeling, wanted to make every play. This is an outstanding afternoon. We really did not see a ball hit hard off Iwakuma throughout the game this afternoon. Excellent command, used his split effectively, spotted his fastball, a lot of ground ball out for him again. What a moment for him and his teammates as they win another series. 3 series wins in a row. That afternoon.
When McClendon talking to him before the game, there's Sucre said, "What do you want from Kuma?" He says, "Give me 8." Well, he got 8 plus 1. He got a no-no. The 5th Mariners no-hitter in franchise history. Randy Johnson in 1990, Basio in 93. The combined no-no in June of 2012. Millwood, Furbush, Pryor, Litke, League, and Wilhelmsen. Felix, August 15th of 2012. And now Hisashi Iwakuma, August 12th, 2015, throws his first no-hitter, 2 hours, 29 minutes. He struck out 7, walked 3.
The interesting thing about it, too, as I mentioned it earlier in the ballgame for Iwakuma, his career high for pitches is 118, which he did in his last outing. And to come right back from that to throw the no-hitter is really something special.
Iwakuma also, in the process, throws his first major league complete game. So history made here at Safeco Field on this Wednesday, August 12th, 2015, getaway day, as we'll be heading off to Boston in a few hours. And man, is that going to be one happy flight.
It will be, for good reason. And again, you can see how excited his teammates are for him. The guys that were on the field, I'm telling you, they were nervous. They wanted to make sure that they made every effort to make whatever kind of play they had to. Great play by Kyle Seager again. Well, I know it was a foul ball, but it ended up saving him pitches and gets a really important out to lead that inning off. So good play by Kyle.
Doesn't give up on it, and it goes back to the point you had made in the 8th inning. Everybody in the infield's in dive mode.
Well, they are. And I'll say this, too, Dave, along those lines, is you have a young shortstop out there in Marte, and in the 8th inning, he started a double play for him. I guarantee you he was feeling it. So to be able to control his emotions and make the double play for Iwakuma as he comes out for another standing ovation was really special.
Take as many curtain calls as you need, as many as you want. 25,661 on hand here. There's head athletic trainer Greg Griffin. Love that smile. And again, we talked about it earlier. His form that he showed today, the best he's ever had, obviously, but goes back to that July, August from last year. Let's go down to Jed Mueller with the no-hit pitcher, Hisashi Iwakuma.
A standing ovation, one that you acknowledged twice. I think it's only fair that Kuma gets to have the excitement in the post-game interview. You acknowledged the fans more than once, Kuma. How much did you hear them in the 9th inning?
いや、もうすごい後押ししてくれたので、とにかく気持ちいっぱい投げました。
Well, I was feeling great. I felt the fans a lot. Trust me, on the 9th inning, the fans deserve it. Thank you, fans.
At what point did Kuma feeding off the fans? At what point did you know this accomplishment was possible today?
やっぱり最終回マウンド上がってからとにかく一人という感じで行こうと決めてました。
Well, I was aware of it, obviously, but I kind of felt it real deep in my heart in the 9th inning. Just focusing, one hitter at a time, and I'm glad I got it done.
Anything different? Anything that told you were dialed in earlier than usual in this game?
と違って今日はやっぱりいい形で試合が作れてこういった形で迎えるというのは確信してたんでしょうか。
いや、もうそうですね。とにかく先頭打者をしっかり取っていこうっていう気持ちで、自分のピッチングらしさを出していこうっていう気持ちで全力でいきました。
Well, like always, I wanted to pitch my game, and every inning I wanted to get the first out. Nobody on base, and I was able to do that for the most time, and that got me to a great game today.
And lastly, I know that there are a lot of phone calls that need to happen. When you go inside, who's the first person you're calling?
家族がね、今日も見に来てくれたので、すごく心強かったですし、でも本当に今日はたくさんの応援のおかげで こういう形でねノーヒットノーランという形をさせてもらったと思いますので、本当に感謝の気持ちでいっぱいです。
Well, I would like to call my family right when I get into the dugout. Into the clubhouse. They are actually here at the game today, and I'm very happy for that. I felt mentally strong on the mound with them being close to me. But, last, I want to thank all the fans that came today and that rooted for me. Without them, I couldn't have done this. Thank you.
Thank you to the fans. Thank you to Anthony Suzuki, the translator. Congratulations to Hisashi Iwakuma. As we get this out and break this game down just a little bit more out in center field with Brad and Bill.
Give it up to Kuma. Thanks, Jen. Anthony Kuma. That's fantastic. We were talking about it walking out, Bill, in the tunnel. We've seen a few no-hitters, but they're so far and few between. When you do see one, when you hear live, it's a special feeling, and it's great that Kuma got it done here today.
They're rare birds, and if you have the opportunity to witness one, treasure it. I've been in baseball a long, long time, and I have now witnessed my second no-hitter. I missed the perfecto by Felix. I did not see the combined no-hitter. So this is a real thrill, and the drama, the theater that takes you along the ride is just an amazing thing, Brad. The build-up, you never know quite what's going to happen, but the opportunity exists. And plus, Kuma's been around a long time. He's a real artist. It's more than just a young kid out there just blazing away.
Right.
This guy was using 4 or 5 pitches and moving the baseball around and pitching with smarts and guile. And boy, what a terrific performance. Really exciting.
First complete game, he really made it count. All right, so fans start to get into it, I think 5th, 6th inning. For you, when did it get, we heard Kuma ask that question, when did it get real for you?
I think the 7th inning is kind of when things start to get real. I think up to that point, you're just starting to turn the corner into that 3rd time in a row. And when he had to start that inning with Adam Jones, then you kind of thought that's when things really could happen for him. And what an exciting day. I mean, having pitched and know how hard it is to just throw a complete game or to win in the big leagues and to throw up 9 goose eggs, that's phenomenal.
Kuma does it here today. Oh, by the way, the Mariners win, of course, 3-0. The 5th no-hitter in team history. Let's take a look at all 5 now as we add Kuma to the list here on August 12th. We go back to Randy Johnson, the first. Then you got Bosio. Then the combined no-hitter. You and I both missed that one.
Yep.
So I'm 0 for 3. I was here for Felix's perfect game. That's the last no-hitter in the American League way back in 2012. And again, Kuma here today. Nearly 3 years to the date. So as we go to your local Ford keys to the game, you got it. Kuma, boy, did you ever get it today, Bill?
I tend to go for the starting pitcher, and so I can be right an awful lot today. It absolutely was. On the prowl and a bit ornery. That's what Bears get when they're hungry or lack a lot of wins during the season. Certainly, Hisashi was all of that today in spades, and what a fun performance to watch. You see the numbers he put up. He had the strength to go 116 pitches. The thing that stood out to me was we've been seeing him changing, morphing into a more complete pitcher, using his breaking stuff a lot more, his slider and his curveball. Today it was more of his slider that we saw come out to play. And I thought Jesus Sucre did a marvelous job of catching him. This guy, Iwakuma, can do anything. He can pitch backwards, he can climb the ladder, he can pitch down, he can go in and out, he can throw any pitch in any count, and Sucre brought that out in him. He used the split not so much. Climbed the ladder behind his split, used the split to get outs, used the slider and the curveball to stay in the count with hitters that are looking for fastballs. And that above the ladder pitch, we saw that play throughout the game. He got the Orioles to chase up there. When he needed ground balls, he used the split. He got some strikeouts off of that. Just a tremendous performance. Jesus Sucre, a marvelous job of catching him. And I think a lot of that comes from, Brad, a guy like Sucre has caught lots of guys. He's caught winter ball. He's caught guys that are junk pitchers, guys that have to pitch backwards. So he has a real feel for that, and it showed today. 27 outs, 0 hits. Sucre got a hit more than the entire Orioles team today. Let's relive Kuma's no-no. We start in the first inning. Adam Jones yet to get a hit off Kuma in his career, and of course, did get one today. Here we talking about the top of the ladder. There it goes. Top shelf strikeout on Jones. And then gets ground balls when he needs it. That's what the split will do for you. Dies down, looks like a fastball. You hit the top half of it, and that induces what? 12 ground ball outs in this game. There's a nice play by Marte.
Fourth inning now. Paredes, another ground ball or strikeout here by Jones.
We talked about the good slider in the split, burying him when he gets ahead.
Fifth, more ground ball. Seager was great at third today.
Boy, didn't he have a day? Read that ball perfectly, backed up on it, able to make the backhanded play.
Kuma did finish with 7 strikeouts, so he could erase him when he needed to.
You know, you don't have to throw 95 to attack the top of the zone if you know how to do it. And you see twice above the ladder, you see Sucre's target. Hold it up high for him to attack above the hand.
Now he's got to get through 3, 4, 5 here in the 7th. Starts with Adam Jones, a missile, the right to Jackson.
Yeah,
out
but
number 1.
That's behind using something slow to set up that high fastball.
Davis strikes out.
Nasty split at the bottom of the zone. A low ball hitter, you got to go below low.
And Paredes, 4-3, Cano, easy flip to the 8th inning. Scope leads off.
Throws the split, and he caught him going right there. No, he didn't. They called that. That's the walk. One of his 3 walks. He got the pitch back right there with clarity. That was a close pitch, a borderline pitch. And then fastball running in. He gets Joseph for a little 6-4-3, and now you can feel the momentum building.
9th inning. Here he comes out. He starts the inning 107 pitches. Last turn he goes a career high of 118, but not going to take him out today. Facing low, leading off.
It jams him up again. That whole fastball above the hands, and I'll tell you, this is some kind of play because you're finding the ball, and the ball's drifting back toward the field. He reaches back and makes that basket play an amazing play.
And he does it against Machado, so 2 to Seager and 2 outs. Then Parra, first pitch.
Again, low ball hitter. These lefties, you can get above their hands. He does it again. And the celebration, a once-in-a-lifetime achievement for Hisashi Iwakuma.
There's a walk-off celebration that they had last night. Montero just throwing water on everybody. And then there's a no-hitter celebration. There's Kuma once again. Over 25,000 here got to see a little piece of history. So as we often say, you never know what you're going to see when you go to a ball game or watch it on Root Sports. We got to see the 5th no-hitter in Mariners team history. Congratulations once again to Hisashi Iwakuma. Mariners win the series 3-0 today behind that man. Kuma now 4-2. The no-no. Oh, he knew it too. Jackson had it. There it is. Kuma getting it done, getting mobbed. We'll have lots of reaction on this one inside the clubhouse from the skipper. Players will probably talk to Sucre as well. It's going to be a fun post-game coming up as Kuma goes the distance. A no-hitter for Hisashi Iwakuma. Congratulations.